Hello everybody, I'm going today to answer the comments of Netanel about LeWeb3, my conference, and so that's going to be about LeWeb3. And first I'd like to thank you all for first viewing this video. You are like 3,000 to 5,000 every day viewing this daily video. Daily, I know I've missed a few days, but I commit myself to doing it once a day. If I miss it, it's probably that I travel too much. I'll try not to do it next time. So as you see, I am experimenting and I enjoy this interactive dialogue we have, basically with the Facebook groups, with of course comments on my blog, comments on this video. But what I enjoy the most are the video comments, and so there are a few friends who started doing this. One is Netanel a lot, and we keep doing, and I'm going to answer now his video. And second, of course, you can post video comments and send them to me. In any format you like. I opened a YouTube channel which lets you do this directly. It's on youtube.com/LoicLemer, and you can check now all my videos there and leave a video comment. You can also do it in Facebook. So thanks very much for your help. I'm willing to basically change the way I do everything. I want to do it with you because I think the most value I think is about doing all this sharing on the internet is the community that is here, and I'm really amazed, of course, when I see that 300 members join my virtual advisory board. So thank you if you are one of them. Let me tell you, if you are not, what it is. It's very simple. It's a group on Facebook. Why Facebook? We'll tell you this week. We'll talk about it again with Net. But it's very, very hot. This is why I'm also experimenting it. And in this group, we started discussing my new company, basically. So, as I have many friends, and I'm so happy and lucky that many people want to help me, and I'll of course try to also help them as much as I can. I gathered them in a group, which is an advisory board in Facebook. You can go log in and just search me, Facebook me, and you find a group called LeWeb3, where there are about 300 people there, and it's about 100 people in the LeWeb3 group. And basically we discussed on the first one about my next company, and I see you're very interested, which makes me super happy. So tomorrow we'll talk more about this, and today about LeWeb3. So let's look again at the video of Net, the last one.
So anyway, moving on to LeWeb3. I need to pick up my little MacBook here. I have my little MacBook here, and see what I've written down for you. Because in my last, in my runcast to you, the battery finished, unfortunately, and basically 50% of the runcast disappeared into nowhere. So here are some of the points that you didn't hear, or what I would like to add. First of all, I'm very happy to see that you put up the virtual advisory board on Facebook. I think that's really cool. It's a great place to do it, and Facebook is really the social networking application of this time, I would say. And some of the ideas I had actually is to set up for LeWeb3, the coming LeWeb3 is a scramble panel. Basically a panel that you haven't decided before who is going to be on that panel, and you just live and direct pick out people from the audience and put them on the panel directly, and then you have a very good moderator who asks them questions of things that we think that we would like to hear their opinions about. It could be about anything. We could even have a couple of scramble panels, like the one for the Thursday and another one for the second day, and so forth. I think it could be really exciting, and it will be totally unpredictable. No one will have any idea who's going to be there and what's going to be discussed, and even less, nobody knows if we heard this before. So I'm really excited about that, and I really would like to see that happen. Another thing is bring in new people. I mentioned that before. I like a lot of the people from the moving circus, like somebody called it, But it's great to see new people and new faces, and I think that there are so many good entrepreneurs out there, and we would love to hear what they think, what they're working on, and so forth. Not just the same people all the time, over and over again. So that's one thing. The other thing is I really would like to feel that when I go to something, to a conference, at least there's one thing I've learned. Something new, something I didn't expect to learn. And to find that one person or that subject or whatever to go a little bit deeper into, to have as a goal that we will learn something new when we go out from there, not from maybe for the whole conference, but at least a takeaway from there. That will be really something to go for. And I don't know if we should take somebody from the academia or whatever, but you know, something new and interesting that we haven't seen before again. I agree with Uriel, who mentioned that there should be better ways or better platforms to connect to each other before the event and after the event. So I'm really welcome, and I would love to discuss with you also tools for doing that. And I think there's a number of things that we can really do that to make it exciting. I think that's more or less it. Mix it up with politics, open source, a lot about entrepreneurship. Maybe, who knows, outsourcing your life panel. Who knows, maybe there's somebody there. Innovation, entrepreneurs from different parts of the countries. What about Africa? What about South America? Are we missing out something? What about entrepreneurship on Greenland or on Iceland? I don't know. I would love to know. And I'm sure that other people like me would like to know about that. So mix it all up, make the subject more mixed, maybe mix some medical with biological, with internet, you know, create a more interesting combination for LeWeb3. I think it's going to be a real big event, bigger than last year. And as I'm speaking, Shimon Peres was just elected the Prime Minister, or the coming President for Israel, and he was there last year. So who knows? Maybe we'll have him on next year, or maybe not. Maybe somebody else on it. But it's great to see new.
Thanks, Nets. So I agree on the two on the new people. I agree on this point. We need to have new people, new faces. Now the question is to identify them. So I would suggest we gather a Google document or again a Facebook entry, this time maybe on the LeWeb3 group, for the people you would like to see on stage, which we don't know. Who are those new faces? I cannot invent them. It's difficult to, of course, to identify new faces. And the criteria are not only about the content; it's also what they do, and it's also the way they present. Of course, as you know, it's not enough to have a quality content. It must be somebody that has public skills. When you talk to an audience like above 1,000 people, which will be this year, of course you need to have somebody who is also a good speaker. I hear less panels and more one-man shows, short ones, 5 to 10, maybe 15 minutes. I fully agree on this. We'll do a few panels, but less than last year, where it was mainly panels. This is a big trend, and I'm also a bit bored about panels. So suggest for new people, the new faces, maybe from academia, you said, Netanel, and I agree from academia. So who are the people like you know, who are I don't know, researching about space, researching about science, researching about environment that we should hear about? Give me your suggestions. Agreed on the new faces, not only like current stars. Then we should have better platforms to connect. I agree. So let's use all of them. There is also already a LinkedIn group. There is a Facebook group now which started. So as you can see, we've just started doing this. There is a Twitter I've opened for LeWeb3. So you go on twitter.com/LeWeb3 or LeWeb3, and you'll have a Twitter of LeWeb3, which is where I'm gonna post. We have a blog, LeWeb3, LeWeb3.com. and tell me which other tools I should use if you think we should have more. There's a Flickr group as well, of course. About politics now. So if you pay attention, we had two presidents now, Nicolas Sarkozy and Shimon Peres, who got elected since they talked at LeWeb3. I'm not saying it's of course thanks to LeWeb3, but it's amazing. We had two presidents at Bloggers Internet Conference. I'm very happy about this, and it's funny because the feedback I'm getting on those, I mean on the politic part in general, is that people liked the controversy and now they want me to do another one this year. What will be this year controversy? Well, that's very difficult, I can tell you, and quite tough afterwards. So yes, we'll try to find some controversy. I'm not sure about politics. I think we should organize a vote within the LeWeb3 group in Facebook about this. So if you know any voting system in Facebook, I'd like to have people vote on whether we should have politics or not. Personally, I would probably vote for no, because of last year's experience was great, but I'm not sure I want to do it again. But many people ask for it, and also we need politicians who speak good English, so that's not easy. A panel about outsourcing my life. Nat, your topic. Yes, you're definitely in. Please organize it if you want a panel. I mean, you're on if you want it. You have your panel. Just choose and pick who you'd like to speak. Maybe we can do it in video and invite them beforehand. Why don't we do this to prepare the panels? And one of the comments is also to have the panels better prepared. Why don't we prepare them in video like this, so you think, and I will help, of course, Annette, on people who could be on that panel, and interview them in video, and then we make people vote on who should be on that panel, and let's prepare it in video. I think it would be a good point. Now you're talking about what happens in countries where that we don't talk about usually, like South Africa. What happens with entrepreneurship in Greenland? Fine, let's. I'm happy with this. We'll probably need your help. So what I suggest is we open a document that we post on shared environment, I don't know, a Google document or a wiki, where we put, well, let's keep on the LeWeb3 group on Facebook. Please add all your suggestions, and I'll start, that's already there, like a conversation saying, give me your suggestion about LeWeb3. And a second one I'm going to launch today or tomorrow is a conversation about who should speak at LeWeb3. Just drop a note there with somebody you would like to see speak, or if it's you, well, then go ahead and speak about it. Tell us why you think you should speak, and then you can also drop a little video if you like. If you don't, then that's fine too, and we'll make a vote at the end in the coming weeks about all the speaker suggestions we have. Let's build this conference together. Thanks, and see you tomorrow. Ciao.